Welcome to this lesson. Today we are going to look at statistics, that is Form 2 mathematics, under grouped data. The question reads, the data below represents the heights taken to the nearest centimeter of 40 orange trees in a garden. We have been given the range of the heights together with their frequency, and we are supposed to calculate the mean height and also the median. So when you are given a question like this, you are supposed to modify this table or simply add a few columns which will enable you to calculate the mean. So we have the range of the heights, then we have the frequency. From there now we need to have another table for the midpoints. We need another column for the midpoints, which are denoted by X. Then of course we need another column for Fx. So to get the midpoints, we have the range of the heights. The first one is 131 to 140. So you take 131 plus 140, you divide by 2, and that gives us 135.5. Then the second one is where you take 141 plus 150, you divide by 2, you get 145.5. Next you take 151 plus 160, you divide by 2. This gives us 155.5. Or simply, once you have the first one, since between 140 and 150 is 10, or 131 to 141 is 10, that is the class width or the height. Once you have the first one, take 135, you add 10, you will get 145. 145, you add 10, you will get 155.5. Then 155.5, you add 10, you will get 165.5. So you'll only be adding the height or the class width. So next we add 10, you'll get 175.5. Next you add 10 to 175.5, you get 185.5. And lastly, if you take 10, you add to 185.5, it will give us 195.5. Or simply take 191, you add 200, you divide by 2, you'll get 195.5. Once we have the midpoints, we can get Fx, and Fx is where we multiply the frequency with the midpoints. We have the frequency, which is 3 times 135.5, and this one gives us 406.5. Then you take 4 times 145.5, this gives us 582. Next we take 155.5 times 7, you get 1088.5. Next you take 165.5, you multiply by 11, and this gives us 1820.5. Next you take 175.5 times 9, this gives us 1579.5. Next is 5 times 185.5, and this gives us 927.5. And lastly, you take 1, you multiply by 195.5, and this gives us 195.5. We need now to find the total of Fx, that is the summation of Fx. And the summation of Fx, you take 406, you add 582, you add 1088.5, you add 1820.5 plus 1579.5 plus 927.5 plus 195.5, and this gives us a total of 6600. Again, we need to find the summation of the frequency, and the summation of the frequency must be equal to 40. That is, you take 3 plus 4 plus 7 plus 11 plus 9 plus 5 plus 1. That will give us a total of 40. Having gotten the summations of fx and we have the summation of frequency, now we can calculate the mean. To get the mean, we take the summation of fx, we divide by the summation of the frequency, and the summation of fx is 6600. You divide by the summation of frequency, which is 40, and this gives us 165 centimeters. So the mean height is 165 centimeters, and that is the answer to Roman 1 of this particular question. Next, we are supposed to calculate the median height. And for us to get the median height, that is the median, we usually use the formula, that is the lower limit in the median class plus n divided by 2 minus f minus c, that is lower limit in the median class plus n divided by 2 minus c. You divide by f, then we multiply by I, where we have Lm is the lower limit in median class. We have C is cumulative frequency above median class. Then we have F, which is the frequency. F is the frequency in the median class, and of course I is the class width. The class width or the height. So in this case now, we have cumulative frequency, and therefore we have to go back and get the cumulative frequency column. We need the cumulative frequency column when we are calculating the median, and in this case the cumulative frequency is going to come from the frequency, where we have 3 here. Then we take 3 plus 4, that gives us 7. 7 plus 7 will give us 14. 14 plus 11 will give us 25. 25 plus 9, you get 34. 34 plus 5, you get 39. Then of course 39 plus 1, this gives us 40. We know the median will divide any set of data into 2 equal parts, and therefore to get where our median lies, we are going to take the total frequency, we divide by 2, and that gives us 20. So 20 lies in this class. 20 lies in 25 because 14 is less. So our median class is between 161 and 170. So we only need to substitute the figures into the formula. So the lower limit in the median class, we come to the median class, we take this lower number here, then we less 0.5 to get the lower class limit. And if you take 161, you less 0.5, that gives us 160. 160.5 plus n is the total frequency, which is 40. 40 divided by 2, you get 20. Minus C. C is cumulative frequency above the median class. This is the median class here. The cumulative frequency above this class is 14. You divide by F, and F is the frequency in this class, which is 11. we multiply by the class interval, which is 10. So this gives us 160.5 plus we have 20 minus 14, which is 6. You take 6, you divide by 11, you multiply by 10, and this gives us 5.4545, and if you add the 2, this gives us 165.9545, which is approximately 165.95 to 2 decimal places, and that is the answer to this particular question. Thank you for watching, and welcome to the channel.